Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so glad to be back to filming. I hope that you enjoyed my last video, which was my room tour video. And if you did not get to see that, then I put a link down in the description box below so that you guys could go check that out. I just got done doing my makeup for tonight. I have a couple of things that I need to do, so I was like, might as well get all glammed up. And then I was like, maybe I should do a get ready with me videos. So here we are, and I hope that you guys enjoy this video. If you like it, give it a big thumbs up, and definitely share, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this. Let me know, because I definitely want to do some collaborations with a few makeup artists. There is one that I have been talking to. He lives here in Indiana, and so we might be getting that figured out soon. So I'm really hoping that that works out. I love you guys, and I will see you soon. Bye! Hello my loves! Today we're going to do just my everyday makeup routine. I am already moisturized on my face, and I am using the Renewed Hope in a Jar to moisturize my face. And I'm spraying my face to prime it with the Smashbox primer water, and then I am just going in to brush my eyebrows apparently, because I do that. That is from the fire drill. They had to mark all of us to put us back in the building. But anyway, let's get right into it. I am going to be putting on the Makeup Forever primer, and it is the Radiant Primer. And as you can see, it is a yellow, so it is going to make the skin a little bit brighter and a little more awake. So I'm going to put that all over the face. I'm not really going to, we are going to continue. I am putting the Makeup Forever foundation in the shade 125, as well as the Maybelline Fit foundation in the shade 120, I believe. I mixed those two together because I like that. I'm using the Morphe M439 brush. This is like my favorite brush right now. And I am spraying that with the MAC Fix Plus. And what that's going to do is it's going to make just a really dewy overall finish. And I am blending that all over the face. Make sure you don't forget your ears. I always forget my ears. Sometimes they're a little more red than usual if I forget them. So make sure you do that. And as you can see, I'm stippling. I'm not like rubbing the foundation on my face, because if you rub it, it's just going to move the product. Whereas if you stipple it, it's going to keep it in place, and it's going to really stick to the skin. So I am doing that all over the face, and we can move on. And now that I'm done with foundation, I am going to be using the two concealers today. One is by Maybelline. I don't know what shade it is, but the other one, that's the Maybelline one. That is the Naked Skin Weightless Concealer in the shade Light Neutral. So this one is a more full coverage concealer, so I'm going to put that directly under the eyes and by the nose because I get red there, and covering a pimple on my forehead. And then I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer to give that face a more lifted look. I'm going to create like an upside down triangle under my eye to give that more lifted look. And then I'm going to put it on my eyelids and on my forehead to even out the highlight all over the face. And next I'm going to blend that all in with the one and only BeautyBlender. This is my go-to way to blend out my makeup. Sometimes I'll use it to blend out my foundation if I want it to be more sheer coverage that day. But as you can see, I am stippling again. I am not rubbing because that is going to move the product. Close your mouth, Evan. I have a big habit of like opening my mouth really wide when I am like trying to stretch out my face and getting the concealer in all the right places. So I am just going to blend that in everywhere. So I'm going to continue blending, and I'm now going to be using the Mercier Translucent powder, and it is the Secret Brightening powder. I did not have enough money to get the big one, but I did get the cheapest one they had, but it's still a good amount of product if you don't want to spend a lot. And then I am going to be using this brush that I got in a set from Target, and it's just a powder setting brush, and I'm just going to rub that in the lid because I don't want a whole lot of product for right under my eye, and I'm just going to rub that in so that I don't crease throughout the day. And I'm going to basically put it in the whole area that I created that triangle in, so that none of that concealer moves, and then we are going to move on. And so I'm going to put it in the other areas that I put concealer on my face. And I always set my nose because I feel like I always have to touch my nose during the day. So I constantly am like touching the makeup on my nose. So I'm just going to set that so none of it moves throughout the day. And now I'm going to be using the Smashbox step-by-step contour kit, and I am going to be using this bronzer shade right here that I'm going to point to. There it is. And I'm going to use that to warm up the cheeks. And so I'm just going to tap off the excess, and then I'm going to start. And you see that bone structure? I already have the bone structure in my face. And today I'm going to go with like a more contoured look than I normally would do. And as you can see the difference, the left side is different than the right side. And I'm just going to go back and forth, and I'm going to stop at where the arch of my eyebrow is, but I'm going to blend that a little more upwards so that it's not too harsh, and it looks like I got sun-kissed on the outer portions of my face. So as you can see, that just creates more depth in the face. And then now I'm going to be using this banana shade, and I'm going to carve out that contour. I'm going to use that to really sharpen it underneath, and then I'm going to also use that in other areas of my face here in just a moment. I'm going to use this to kind of set again all of that other stuff that I put on my face, like concealer and the setting powder. Yes, if you use too much of this, this is going to make your face look cakey, but today I'm not using that much of it, so I'm just going to use that. I'm also going to put a little more of that bronzer shade on my chin, and now I'm going to put some of that banana shade under my eyes to kind of brighten up that area just a little bit more. And now I'm going to take that bronzing shade one more time, and I'm going to warm up the forehead. You never want to contour and not use it on the forehead. And as you can see, you can't really see it because it's such a light brown shade, and the lighting here just does not show it. But in person, you will see that the top of my forehead does look a little bit tan. So that's just to kind of like even everything out. And now I'm going to use the Urban Decay Chill Makeup Setting Spray, and I'm going to use this to set my contour and set all of that stuff that I put on there. I'm not going to put that much of the setting spray on just because I want to set that before I continue with anything else on my face. So we're going to go in with the shade Lucky Pink, and it is a Dior blush, and my mom gave this to me, and I really like it. It does have a lot of sparkles in it, but since I am a guy, I'm going to tap off a bunch of excess, but I am going to put it on just to give myself a little bit of color, and then we are going to move on. And once again, I'm going to spray my face with a little bit of the Chill Makeup Setting Spray because I don't want anything to move. And then we are going to go on to the star of the show, which, of course, you guessed it, it is Champagne Pop, and it is Jaclyn Hill's highlighter by Becca Cosmetics, and I love it so much. We are going to put that on the tops of the cheeks, the nose, and the cubic bone. And I am using the Morphe M501 brush to do this. This is like the best brush, I think. And I'm spraying that with Fix Plus and then letting it dry just a little bit because I want the highlight to be more like dewy today than usual. And then I'm going to tap it once because I want a little bit more highlight. So as you can see, I'm putting it on the tops of the cheeks, and it gives you a really like highlighted from within look. And I'm not going to put it like directly under my eye. A lot of people will put like the highlight all over the cheeks like blush, and you can do that, but it's just not going to give you the proper look. And so I'm going to put that on the nose just to give it a more dewy look, and the chin, and the cubic bone, of course. And then I'm going to take some on my finger, and I'm going to put it in the arch of the eyebrow because that is going to, you want to highlight the brow bone so that it lifts the brows up and it makes them look a little bit higher than usual. The higher the brows, the closer you are to God. I mean, come on now. So finally, I'm setting my makeup with MAC Fix Plus and Urban Decay All-Nighter Setting Spray. And it may seem that this is redundant to use all kinds of setting sprays, but personally, I feel like Urban Decay Setting Sprays plus MAC Fix Plus is a great combination for making a dewy look. And it looks like that I'm all out of the All-Nighter Setting Spray, so I'm going to have to get some more of that too. And then to finish it off, I am going to put the Too Faced Extreme Lip Injection on my lips because it honestly does work to give big, full lips. Thank you guys for watching. I love you so much.